Yo guys, this is Pep Talk with Chadon. Basically, this is my vlog for contact class, and we're gonna be talking about pretty much what I like, which is NBA lockout, and pretty much the NFL NBA lockout, and pretty much the NFL, and my favorite team, the Steelers. Basically, a lot of people are talking about the NBA lockout. The NBA season should have started by now, and basically, the players want more money. Well, the owners want more money, and the players don't want to give up their money. Um, the owners want a salary. Talking about the salary cap, and one and a half the teams can't afford to pay their players, which is a bad thing because the players don't want to give it their money because their money is their lifestyle. Yeah, that's pretty much it. They have canceled the NBA season so far until December, I think like mid-December, like the 15th or 16th. They've canceled it until then. That's pretty much it about NBA. There is also a lot of players going overseas to play. So, yeah. There are a lot of players going overseas to play in other leagues, like the European basketball leagues, like French and English and Russian leagues. This is to ensure that they get money and be able to play basketball and practice with other people and to test out their skills and keep their skills to the tip-top shape. So they don't lose training and skills. And they have an option to come back when the NBA starts back to be able to play for their NBA teams when the lockout is. Yeah, so teams had about so basically teams had 1 month to practice, and very young teams seemed weak and pretty much unprepared for the NFL season. Like the Miami Dolphins, who were 2-7 when I wrote my script for this, but they pulled off a 35-8 win against the Dolphins Sunday, so they're improving, I guess. They're really rounding around what they're good at, which is running the ball, with Reggie Bush and Thomas, which is their second round draft pick from this year's draft. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are 4-6 after losing to the Green Bay Packers, who are still 10-0, the defending Super Bowl champions, Green Bay Packers, 10-0. So maybe there's a repeat in there for them. The Vikings are 2-8 after losing to the Raiders, who have Carson Palmer and TJ Houshmandzadeh. And Palmer and Houshmandzadeh used to played with each other for 4 years while they were on the Bengals team, but Houshmandzadeh got traded to the Seahawks, and then he was traded to the Ravens for 1 season, and now he's signed with the Raiders. So he provides a big target and a reliable target that Carson Palmer knows about and knows his rhythms and catching. So there'll be some connecting on those levels right there. Even some veteran teams like the Eagles and Colts, who have lots of talent on their team, just there's 1 or 2 places that don't fit in, have a losing record. And the most surprising record, I think, is the 0-11 Colts, who lost Peyton Manning to a neck injury, and they put in Curtis Painter and Kerry Collins, who are both somewhat veteran. Kerry Collins is a 15-year veteran quarterback. He's a bit old, though. It's hard to learn a new system after you've been with the one team and learn their system very effectively. And Curtis Painter, he has been the Colts backup quarterback for 3 years under Peyton Manning. But backup quarterbacks, especially when you have a quarterback like Tom Brady or Peyton Manning or Michael Vick or Ben Roethlisberger, don't get a lot of reps or snaps, as they call it. With practicing with first team, they practice with the second team. But the Colts are very, very surprising team at 0-10. Um, the Steelers are my favorite team. They're 7-3, just got off the bye week, and are currently first in the NFC North, tied for first in the NFC North, and are tied in first overall in the AFC with the 7-3 Texans and also the Baltimore Ravens. The AFC conference is a really tight conference. There's like 4 or 5 teams that are really good or really improved and are looking for a playoff spot. So maybe the defending AFC champions from last year's Steelers might not even make it to another AFC championship, or if they lose, they might not even make it to playoffs. So let's hope that they do. I think in my mind the Steelers can make it to Super Bowl this year though. Um, they have few problems here and there, but they're pretty much overall the same team. For example, William Gay, who is the Steelers' normal nickel and dime formation cornerback, is now the second string cornerback, thanks to a troublesome hamstring for Bryant McFadden, not Darren McFadden. Darren McFadden plays for Raiders, running back. He's on my fantasy team. um, but he's also injured, but he's not with Steelers. He's with the Raiders again. Gay, I personally think that Gay is in a good matchup against most teams' second string wide receivers who are really big and physical receivers or really fast receivers, and William Gay is really balanced. He's only like 5'11", and barely has a lot of reps with the first team defense, or isn't really a reliable person with the team. I would much more likely have Curtis Brown, who is there at second corner because he is a fast and physical corner. He's in his rookie season, and he did go up against a couple of first-round draft picks from a few years back, and he covered them with great efficiency. They always said that Curtis Brown was a team player, but he's pretty good. Yeah. He has a bit of an attitude, but with Dick LeBeau as Steelers defensive coordinator, that'll come right out of him, like in an instant. Yeah, that's pretty much it. NBA, NFL. If you like NHL, I don't know much about NHL, but Sidney Crosby's back, and the Pittsburgh Penguins are my favorite team. So in the NHL, I don't really watch a lot of NHL except for when they're in the playoffs. But Sidney Crosby's back, number 87. He beat the Islanders 2 goals, 2 assists in just under 16 minutes that he played in the game. So very effective. 4 points in 1 game on his return. I'm sure the team and fans are all excited that he's back. This has been Sports Pep Talk with Chad on Lima. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Peace out, guys.